Oh, yes, sorry. Watch out, Nina. Piranhas! Nunchaku attack! Yeah! Geronimo! Leon? Seems like you got pretty scared there.
Oh, 1,000 thank you, Skipper. We're safe and sound. But we've almost run out of food. Oh, if only...
Over there, an island!
What? An island? But where?
There! It looks like a big boulder.
Oh, yes, quick. We must get there.
Yetili, you can come now. That way you can be our island.
Oh, all right.
Action stations clapping thunder. Hoist the mainsail. To starboard, everyone. Double down on the oars.
Quick, Nina, secure the raft.
Yes.
We mustn't miss the island.
The grey boulder's treasure is ours.
Hey, wait for me. Landing now.
We're safe, Skipper. We're safe.
So did I make a good boulder, mice?
Oh, yes, thanks, Yetili. And now this means we're on the island.
How about we make the most of the island by settling down to read a little story, hmm?
Oh, yes, a story on an island.
Oh, yes, our story.
There, sitting comfortably, skippers. So let my story begin. When the Capybaras Came, by Alfredo Sodergit. There was once a tranquil place somewhere far, far from here. Life was uncomplicated. Everyone went about their business. There was always food for everyone, and never anything to report.
Why is he taking the chicken?
Well, generally, chickens don't take humans. It's humans that take the chickens. But
Oh, but why?
Oh, I know. Chickens eat grain, dogs eat kibble, and humans, well, they eat chicken.
Oh, poor chicken.
Let's get back to the mutton in hand. That is to say, our little chickens. I'll read on. There was always food for everyone, and never anything to report. Until the Capybaras came.
Wow, capybaras! So are they going to eat all the chickens too?
You're talking nonsense, Leon. They don't eat chickens, the carry but the bucket.
The capybaras.
So what do they eat?
Well, I don't know. Do you know, Yetili?
Well, no. But we'll check later, mice. Let's keep reading. No one knew who they were. No one was expecting them.
Oh, see, so no one actually knows them.
There were many capybaras. They were furry. They were wet. They were too big. No, there was no space for them.
Oh, see, Leon, they actually don't eat chickens.
Yes, I see. Well, for now, anyway.
Even so, the farm animals don't seem too happy to see them there.
Oh.
But they couldn't go back to where they'd come from because the hunting season had begun.
Oh, no, that means they're stuck there.
Seems that way. So they had rules imposed on them. They had to stay in the water, avoid setting foot on solid ground, stay well away from any food, and no challenging the rules.
Who actually said that?
It seemed to be the rooster.
He's not easygoing.
It's like the chick is in prison and can do whatever it wants, but although the capybara isn't behind the fence, it can't actually do a thing.
That is the paradox of freedom, Leon.
Uh-oh, the capybara's out of the water.
Beep.
Beep, beep.
The little chick is really funny.
It's like the capybara's scared of the chick.
Well, he's chirping terribly loudly.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep. Oh, so does the chick like the capybara now, then?
It seems that way. What? The rules applied to absolutely everyone. No one was allowed to go near the capybaras. They were savage.
The daddy chicken isn't very nice. They seem to be having fun, right?
That's a kind way of putting it. Beep. Woof, 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 woof.
That dog,
Beep, 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 beep.
Hurry up, little capybara.
They might be very dangerous.
Why Why did you say that? They saved the chick.
Yes, they really are very sweet, but they look wild and dangerous, though things aren't always what they seem.
Huh?
From that moment on, everything changed. By day...
Oh, they eat the same thing as chickens.
And by night.
And now everyone is living and sleeping together.
There's one thing I don't really understand. Why did they say that capybaras are dangerous when they didn't even know anything about them?
Well, because we're often scared of the unknown. We make up things, we imagine things, and then, once we become familiar with a thing, we realize that we were all wrong about it.
And so now the chickens have worked things out?
Yes, I think so. But it took that run-in with the dog before they understood. Such a shame.
Oh, yes.
When the hunting season came to an end, the capybaras gave their thanks and got ready to leave. The hunt didn't go well that year. The hunters went home empty-handed. But the chicken coop was empty too, and they never did find out what had happened.
Oh, but where did they go?
How curious, the chickens have packed their bags too.
There they are. They've escaped with the capybaras.
Long live freedom!
And for their whole life.
Oh, no. Is it going to happen again?
Ah, we're always strangers to someone. But maybe the sheep will be more understanding. After all, don't we say gentle as a lamb?
Yes, and the chick is explaining everything to the lamb. Maybe the little ones can convince the big ones.
Oh, that would be good. But, mice, for now, that's all I have to say, because my story is done for today.
So do you think that the sheep will want to eat them?
Leon, sheep only eat grass. But maybe they'll all go somewhere together, just like you, mice, because the bookshop's about to open. See you tomorrow.
Bye, Yetili.
Bye-bye, Yetili.
Bye. And while I wait to see what the sheep decide, I might just have a go at counting them. 1, 2, 3...
It's beautiful.
Come and look from here.
Yes.
Oh, my, it's the most beautiful picture I've ever seen in my whole life.
Well, yes. It's the biggest picture in the world.
Yes. Wow.
I'm sure no one has ever made a picture as big as that one. It's a world universe record for sure.
It's so ginormous that even the birds in the sky can see it.
Ah! Careful, Yetili!
What? Oh, so what's the matter?
Your feet!
Oh, sorry. Oopsie. Oh, I am relieved, though. I heard you were talking about birds and was worried because I thought that I'd stepped on a little tweet-tweet.
Oh, sheesh, no.
No, but you almost stepped on the biggest picture in the world.
In the name of a chocolate cake. You're right. It is gigantic. So did you do all this work, mice?
Oh, yes, all by ourselves.
Oh, you are proper little artists.
You mean proper big artists? Very, very, very big.
Right. Well, not quite. But it is time for our story. And you've actually given me an idea. After that big, big drawing by big, big, big artists, what do you say to a story about a very little, little woman?
Oh, yes, Yetili, our story!
Oh, let's go. Oh, careful. So are you sitting comfortably, little mice?
Yes.
Let my story begin. The Very Little, Little Woman by Jean-Louis Le Crévert and Elisa Géant. Once upon a time, there lived a very little, little woman who had a very little, little hen.
Oh.
One day, the very little, little woman said to her very little, little hen, "Oh, my chick, if you have laid me a very little, little egg, well, then I shall make myself a very little, little omelette."
So the woman is very little, little, and the chick is very little, little too. Now the egg is little, but how little is it?
Well, very little, little.
That does seem logical. the very little woman went to the chicken coop, and there, inside the very little hen's nest, she found a very little egg.
What if she has a very little chick?
She won't if she makes a very little omelette.
Oh, right.
So the very little woman took the very little egg to make herself a very little omelette. And when the very little omelette was ready, she placed it on the ledge of her very little window so that it would cool.
Did you see the mini steps? It really is very little.
Would be impossible to cook otherwise in the name of a sponge cake. But then a fly, landed on the ledge of the very little window and ate the very little omelette before flying away. The very little woman was very angry, so she went to find the chief of police, and this is what she said. Mr. Policeman, here is what happened. From the very little egg of my very little hen, I made myself a very little
Omelette!
And when my very little omelette was ready, I placed it on the ledge of my very little
Window!
so that it would cool. But then a fly came and landed on the ledge of my very little
Window!
ate my very little
Omelette!
and flew away. That fly's a thief, Mr. Policeman. You must arrest it and lock it in jail.
It's not easy to lock a fly in jail.
Well, yes, I've done it before.
Oh, sure. Sheesh.
He's bent down so far, all we see is his bottom.
Mr. Police Commissioner gave the very little lady a big stick and said, "Listen here, madam. Well, I'm not going to arrest it. I don't want to lock it in jail. But next time you see it, I give you permission to give it a good whack with this stick."
Is that it?
That policeman's not very good at his job. I would have caught her with a lasso, and then I would have put her in a cage with bars.
Oh, Shirley, that's right, a fly in a cage.
Well, yes.
You have a point. A fly in a cage is a bit like trying to drink water from a sieve.
The fly!
At that moment, a fly came and landed on the police commissioner's nose.
He's going to catch it,
Go on, Mr. Police Commissioner.
So the very little woman raised the stick and bam! Gave the fly a big old whack. "Take that, thief. That'll teach you to eat my very little omelette."
And bam on his nose. Poor thing. That must really hurt.
Well, yes.
Read, Yetili.
And the very little woman left. Mr. Police Commissioner couldn't say a thing, but he needed a big plaster on his nose to hide the big red mark left by the big stick of the very little woman.
Well, it does sort of serve him right, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it's completely his own fault. All the commissioner had to do was catch the fly himself.
Yes, just because you're big doesn't mean you're smart.
And you can be really small and really strong.
So run, mouse, go and play. My tale is done for today.
Well, that was such a good story, wasn't it, Nina?
Oh, I have an idea. Come, we'll make the most little picture in the whole world now. You can draw, and I'll keep an eye out for flies.
All right, but we'll still keep the big one, right?
Yes, of course. Bye, Yetili.
Bye-bye, Yetili.
See you tomorrow, mice. Well, as for me, I'm going to have a very little nap. With very big dreams. And puff. Oh, it's actually quite easy.
I
know, Simon. Nonsense, Leon. He said 2 characters that we like, and that he's already read one of their stories.
But I really like Simon.
Aha.
Oh, and he's only one character.
Right, I'll say it again. There are 2 characters that we already know, that you like a lot, and I'll give you one more clue. They're insects.
Oh, yes, I know. It's Poka and Mia, Poka and
I
Mia.
was about to say that.
Well done. You got it at last.
Yeah, we haven't read that one yet.
Our story!
Are you ready, little mice? Let my story begin. Poka and Mia, The Fishing Party by Kitty Crother. It is early morning. Poka and Mia are going fishing. Is this a good fishing spot? Mia asks. Yes, Poka says. Let's take our shoes off.
Why are they taking their shoes off?
To catch shrimp. Look, they have a net.
Yes, and they'll need to go armed with patience, too.
Oh, no, a fishing rod is more useful.
That too, Leon. Right, on I go. What now? Mia asks. We wait for the fish to bite, Poka explains. Does it take long? She asks again. It can do, Poka says. Poka has dozed off. Before closing his eyes, he said, Make sure you hold on to that fishing rod. Yes, yes. Suddenly, the float disappears. Mia doesn't know what to do.
Oh, my, oh, my.
Well, Poka told her not to let go of the fishing rod.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it turns out that the fish has caught Mia.
I should let go of the fishing rod, Mia thinks, and quick.
Yes, but Poka told her to hold on.
When Mia finally pops her head out of the water, she finds herself in a cave. A strange-looking lady says to the fish, Well, Stickleback, what have you brought me this time?
Do you think the lady is going to eat her for dinner?
No, I don't think so, Nina. Look, she's a little pear-shaped lady with butterfly wings. They don't eat Mia's, but the Stuckleback might.
Stickleback, Leon. Not Stuckleback. You're soaking wet, my dear. Come and get changed, the strange lady says. I should let Poka know, Mia whispers, trembling. Who is Poka? My dad.
So in their language, Poka actually means dad. Their language? But they speak English.
No, they talk insect. It's just that the lady who wrote the book translated everything. So we understand what they're saying. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to follow the story.
Well, yes, Leon. Of course, why didn't I think of that,
Well, yes, why?
Right, I'll go on. Is he kind? Very, says Mia, nearly in tears. The lady looks at Mia, then at Stickleback. So go and get him. We'll make some moss tea. It's delicious. I'm a little hungry, Mia says. I have some lovely moss cake, the lady says, smiling.
Moose? What kind of moose?
I think she means tree moss.
Very funny, Yetili, but seriously, does she mean chocolate mousse or pistachio mousse?
No, Leon, it's not a joke. Moss, not moose.
Ah, yuck.
At least now we can be sure she won't eat Mia.
That's right, Nina. Let's read on. Suddenly she says, I can hear your dad. Poka, Poka, this way, Mia shouts. Is it really you, Mia? Poka asks.
Yeah! We found her!
Mia, I was so worried.
Oh.
Welcome, Mr. Poka. I am Mrs. Moticus Bionophagus, but call me Oga.
Oh, yes, Ogre is much easier.
Would you like some tea to warm up? Oga offers. There's green moss cake too, Mia says happily.
Oh, see, Mia actually seems to like it.
Yuck.
That's right. Maybe we should try it too.
Oh, no, I think it's yuck.
They sit in silence for a long time. Would you like to go for an underwater stroll before going home? Oga asks. We'll ride on these. They're leeches. They're remarkably good swimmers, Oga says.
Are they going to ride the leeches?
Yes, sea leeches. I'd like to go for a ride on them, too.
All you need is some air bubbles, she says, blowing them one each. Mia, Ogre, Poka, and the leeches leave the cave.
Well, those are like little mini astronaut outfits for going into space, but they're going into the sea.
Diving suits, Leon, I'd say.
Oh, yes, that's what I actually meant.
Wow, the seabed is so beautiful.
They can swim far with those plunging suits.
Leon, diving suits.
Oh, yes.
It's wonderful, Mia says. The best stroll of my life. Aren't you going home, Mrs. Ogre? Yes, yes, Ogre replies playfully. Mia doesn't understand. Do you have a second home? No, no.
Oh, I don't understand either.
Look, this staircase leads to my cave.
Ah.
At my age, going down is far easier than coming up.
Oh, her house is under the other house.
So actually, she has a staircase that leads down to her stair cave.
Right. They say goodbye and promise to visit for a cup of green moss tea very soon. Poka? Yes? Will we go fishing tomorrow? Mia asks. Not yet, Poka says. The day after? No, not yet, Poka answers. And the day after that? Mia insists.
So when then?
Yes, when? They hadn't finished fishing.
They may not have brought back any fish, but it was a lovely day out fishing. And there we go, little mice. My story is done for today.
Hey, Leon, don't we have some nets somewhere?
Oh, yes, they're for catching butterflies, but we can use them for fishing.
Now we're ready to go fishing, shrimp.
Yes, and we're going to bring one back and call her Josette, and her husband can be Joseph.
Oh, you have your hands full. Happy fishing, mice, eh?
Thanks, Yetili. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Yetili.
Bye. Now it's time for me to disappear. In the name of Green Tea Mousse,